My name is Robin, and I'm one of your teachers. Today, you're going to learn how to make requests with will and would. Requests with will and would. As you've seen in previous units, we can use will when making requests for help in the future, such as, will you close the window? Will he help me with my homework tomorrow? Let's look at some more examples in this clip from the ABBA film A Big Favor, where Alice asks her neighbor, Molly, for a big favor.
Will you do me a big favor, Molly?
Of course I will, Alice. What is it, dear?
And will you keep a secret?
Of course I will. What is it?
But will you promise not to tell anyone?
Let's look at Alice's request with will. Will you do me a big favor, Molly? And will you keep a secret? But will you promise not to tell anyone? Requests with would. When we want or need to be more formal, we use would instead of will. Like will, would is always followed by the subject pronoun you and the infinitive without to. Let's see some examples of requests and possible answers. Would you do me a favor? Yes, of course. Would you open the door? Certainly. Would you help me with my suitcase? I'm sorry, but I have a bad back. As you can see, some typical replies to such requests are certainly, yes, of course, or I'm sorry, but. Would and will plus the word please. We can be even more polite by adding the word please after the subject pronoun or at the end of the sentence. For example, would you please turn on the air conditioning? Would you pass the salt, please? You can also add please to requests with will. Will you please put this on the table? No problem. Will you take this to the kitchen, please? Yes, in a moment. Extra examples. Before we finish this class, let's see a few more examples and possible answers. Would you ask her to come to my office? Yes, right away. Would you call me a taxi, please? Sure. Would you please do the shopping tomorrow? I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't. Well, in this class, you have learned how to use will and would to make requests. Continue to practice by recording sentences from the ABBA film. Repeat them as many times as you need in the speak section until you feel proud of how your English sounds.